What's up, everybody? Once again, this is Bill Mack here for Pro Wrestling Unleashed. I'm glad you could all join me today. We are upon us another WWE pay per view, Raw brand. It is Roadblock. End of the line. We have a decent and pretty solid match card here for you today. I'm going to give you my the matches as they come and give you my opinion and predictions on who I think is going to win. So, keeping it very short, very sweet for you folks, where you can be able to watch it, enjoy it. If you like more wrestling content, Pro Wrestling Unleashed, go to my page, like it, subscribe to me. Want more content? Just let me know what you'd like to see. Anything, top tens, whatever. I'm willing to do it, doing whatever I can to please you, the subscriber, or you, the viewer, as well. So, let's get right into it on the first matchups we have today, and let's get right into it, folks. Feel the crowd shake. First matchup kickoff. Got Big Cass. S-A-W. Yeah. I knew I was going to mess that up. I just try to talk so fast. He goes, Mr. S-A-W-F-T, Soft, Mr. Big Cass, along with Enzo, is taking on Rusev and with Lana by his side. Folks, this has been I like this feud. I hope it goes on a little further than this, because they've had a good setup, with Lana being upset with Rusev and then her kind of conning Enzo into bringing him in closer and wanting to entice him and make Rusev jealous and luring him to the hotel room. And then he kind of feels not quite right, but she's kind of using her seductive ways to getting him. And then once she gets him suckered into the room, Rusev jumps on him and gives him the thrashing of a lifetime. Leaves him out here. That leaves Big Cass all upset. We've seen what happened on this past edition of Raw with Big Cass taking on Rusev. Vince likes Big Cass, so I see Big Cass taking this matchup. I know it will be a big one against Rusev. I'm actually going for him at this point. I'm going to say Big Cass is going to take out Rusev. I know Rusev's a main villain and remain heel is for those in the wrestling business, but I just feel like Big Cass is going to get a push here somewhere. It's got to start somewhere, and I think Rusev as he's a great heel that you could pick that victory up and say, wow, he really picked up a victory singles wise over Rusev. So I'm going for Big Cass to get this win. Whether Lana will interfere, I don't know. But I just got this feeling that Big Cass is going to get the win in this. So with this matchup, Big Cass taking on Rusev, I'm going to pick Big Cass in this matchup. So let's get right on into it. Cruiserweight action here. This is a triple threat matchup. I thought this was a triple threat matchup. We have the champion Rich Swann, which has been. I like Rich Swann. I think he's got a lot of charisma. Once they give these guys some more mic skills and cut promos and whatnot, I think it's going to be great. T.J. Perkins, of course, he along with the Brian Kendrick are previous cruiserweight champions in the short lifespan that their cruiserweight champion has been reinvigorated into the WWE. Brian Kendrick has been very sneaky. I like this storyline. I like how everyone's kind of been deceptive. You never know who's going to be who. Rich has said TJ was going to help him, and TJ's going to help Rich. He's going to kick him. He's going to do all this, and Brian Kendrick's kind of trying to poison their minds and getting them to wonder, while he may have his own plan in place in how he's going to try to capture this. Remember, you don't have to be pinned to lose the title, so this could be a toss-up. I just feel that maybe Rich Swann will keep the title. I just got this feeling. I don't see TJ, because TJ has seemed like he's lost favor with WWE. Kendrick's really hot right now, but you need that main heel. You know, he's the heel of the cruiserweights. I don't see anybody else being really much of a heel, but Brian Kendrick has shown himself. I like this run Brian Kendrick has had since he's came back to WWE for this cruiserweight division. So, but I think, my opinion is I don't think they'll give it right back to Kendrick. He just had it, and I think Perkins has kind of fell out of favor of WWE. So I'm looking for Rich Swann to retain the WWE Cruiserweight Championship. That is my decision in this matchup. A lot of action. You're going to see a lot of high-flying spots, which if you love spots, this is the match to watch. So my decision is going to be, I think Rich Swann is going to end up taking retaining the WWE Cruiserweight Championship. So let's get right on into the next matchup. So we see now. Next matchup is Braun Strowman taking on Sami Zayn. Now, any of y'all have watched this, you kind of saw what's been going on with this over the past few weeks. So Braun Strowman destroyed Sami Zayn a couple weeks ago. You know, Mick Foley has been out there constantly saying, "Look, Sami, you're getting destroyed. I can't feel good in my conscience of letting you out there and and getting destroyed by Braun. You can't even defend yourself." Sami has went head over heels, even threatening to be traded to SmackDown if he can't get his matchup. So I'm just surprised that they pushed this. I mean, I just see it as being a squash match. I don't see Sami Zayn, unless he gets some surprise win or surprise roll up or some way, I just don't see him defeating Braun Strowman. Now, he could. Granted, they've pushed it so much. I mean, if this was just, maybe if it's not a squash match, maybe they've pushed it so much that it can't be. I mean, why would you go all this way and pushing this matchup for this pay-per-view for it just to be a squash? Of course, the Goldberg and Brock Lesnar was pushed the same way. Two monster guys, and Goldberg ended up squashing Brock in under 2 minutes. So who knows? But I just see this as being, you know what, folks? I'll tell you what. I see Braun Strowman as winning. I'm going to pick Braun. Something tells me that Sami may get could get a wild pin, a wild finish to it. But I'm going to actually say I'm going to choose Braun Strowman just because of how strong he is. I know Sami may let him get some offense in. Sure, Sami has gone farther than any other jobber has in this since they've been pushing Braun Strowman in these matchups, which is making him look like a monster, which he truly is. I mean, he's been a monster and a wrecking ball since he's been on that singles push, which I like. Braun needs to be his own man. He doesn't need to be tied in with the Whites or anything else. Push him as a monster. Kane is retiring. Mark Henry's retiring. The Big Show's getting tired. You got to have his young face. Put him in there. Have him winning this. I just don't see. They may end up allowing Sami Zayn to get this win, but I just see it as being a squash match. So I think that Sami Zayn, unless he gets a wild win, is going to get squashed by Braun Strowman. So I'm picking Braun Strowman to get the win here. And as we get ready to go to the next matchup, folks, I will be taking a break and for a few seconds, and I will be right back. So just hold tight, and I will be right back shortly. Thanks once again, everybody. Bill Mack here. Let's continue on with the pay-per-view here and see what's going on. What's going on next? As we next matchup, as we see, is Seth Rollins. Why am I saying Seth Owens? Seth Rollins taking on Y2J, the Gift of Jericho, Mr. List of Jericho. Drink it in, baby, Mr. Jericho. I like the feud. I like like I said in my last video I did. I just enjoy Jericho. I love his character. I think he's done a great job with that. I just and Seth Rollins, which he's still getting that trying to get that baby face, full on baby face reaction. It's been I've been listening to it and watching it and just trying to get some sense from it, and hopefully he can fully get that, which I know WWE is kind of up and down with their stuff and trying to get people over. This has been a good feud over the last few weeks. I do like Jericho feuding with Seth Rollins. I think it's been really good for him. Jericho's kind of elevated himself up from being that constant mid-card transitional wrestler like he was back. You remember when AJ Styles came in last year, and just seeing how well Jericho is being in that mid to upper card. He may not, he's been in the U.S. title match. Of course, he hasn't been in the WWE Universal title because his not so best friend right now, Kevin Owens, has been champion, but they have teamed up together. And I think, as we watched Monday night, the straw finally broke the camel's back, and you saw, Jericho leave the ring and watch his buddy KO get speared by Roman Reigns. So I kind of think this is the end of their friendship. I know Jericho is going to be off sometime soon. I don't know if it's after WrestleMania. I think it's after WrestleMania, so he's got a few more matches or so left. But I see this feud with them coming up. But for right now, I think Seth Rollins and him teaming up recently with Roman Reigns has been very good for them. I'm going to choose. Seth Rollins for the win here, folks. I just feel like he's going to get the win here. He's the babyface, of course. He's got to move on up into the title picture as well. And so, Lord, God forbid we have a Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens for that title, but it could be anything, folks. This is WWE we're talking about. So, but I'm going to stick to my guns here, and I'm going to choose Seth Rollins to get the win. So, let's see the continue on, and let's see the next matchup. Now see, now this is very interesting, folks. This is a 30-minute Iron Man match. We have seen, now I will give Raw credit, and I guess because that's why they have the dominant women's division between the two brands, is because both these ladies have elevated the women's division to something it hasn't had before. Now, I'm granted back in the attitude area when you had Trish and you had Lita, you had Mickey James, which is coming back, and you had all these ladies that could wrestle. It was great, but I've seen these ladies do these matches at like TLC, like Hell in a Cell. I mean, it's to me, as I am very satisfied with these two ladies. This has been a great storyline, but I think this is going to be the kind of the stamp on the feud. I think it's going to go somewhere else from there. Who knows where it could go? But I just see this being the end, as I say, end of the line for this for this feud. But it has been a really good feud. I've enjoyed. This has been like one of your old feuds where it lasted a few months and not just a 1 month and done thing. They have been at each other since they came in together. And I've just enjoyed their matches. They've gotten better. Like I said, this has been Charlotte's year. She's been leaps and bounds, and I'm hoping to see more charisma from Sasha Banks. Me and Bullet B were talking about that the other day. Just having that charisma in it, makes it so much better, because they were talking about her at one point, Sasha Banks being the next AJ Lee, but I just don't see that happening. She is the boss, and of course, granted, I know that they're the same. They have the same. It's not the same situation. Their characters are totally different, but I just would like to see, hopefully, Sasha Banks get a little bit more charisma in the ring. But Charlotte, to me, is awesome. This has been her year. And if it's women's wrestler of the year, I would pick Charlotte by far. I mean, I just seen everything with her go, and they had an awesome match where Sasha made her tap through the railing on the outside when they had their match up. I think it's been a great match. So I'm looking, and this has been a tough decision because it could go either way, but Charlotte's been so obsessed with the title, but then Sasha Banks has had the title. Charlotte just had the title. So I don't know if they're going to turn around and give it right back to her. It wouldn't make much sense to me. Of course, this is WWE, folks. I'm going to choose Sasha Banks to retain the title in the 30-minute Iron Man match. I mean, this is most pinfalls within the 30 minutes wins. That's basically how it goes. You have to get the most wins in 30 minutes, and we'll see how it goes. So, but I think in the end, Sasha Banks will end up retaining the WWE Raw Women's title. So, Sasha Banks will be my pick. And then let's get right into the next matchup. Ah, this is the main event, folks. This is KO, Kevin Owens, taking on Roman Reigns. We've seen this feud going on. Kevin Owens, in my opinion, hasn't been given the opportunity to show how strong of a Universal Champion he has. For some reason, WWE's creative don't know how to do that. They did that with AJ Styles. They did that with, with Kevin Owens. They're champions. I mean, and Roman Reigns has been so disrespectful to the title. I don't see that, I just don't see why making him a double champion. It's nothing in it for Owens. He just has to not lose. He can't gain the U.S. title. But if Roman wins, he gets both titles. I just don't see them giving Roman a double champion. I hope they don't give him the double championship, because to me, he's not deserving of it. He has treated that U.S. title like it was nothing. Like you watch Monday Night, the title laid over in the ring on its face. I mean, if you value a title so much, you have it facing up. You have it around your strap, around your shoulders, around your waist. He drags it like it's a bag of trash that he's taking out. So very, in my opinion, very disrespectful to the title. I really hope KO. I like KO very much as a heel. I like him being a heel champion. You have AJ as the heel champion on SmackDown Live. Now you have Owens on Raw. Keep Owens champion, WWE. I think it'll be a mistake because nobody wants to see Roman Reigns winning again. Nobody wants to see Roman Reigns having the Universal title. Nobody wants to see that. Only WWE would be the only company that I would think would want to see that. So I'm going to pick Kevin Owens. Somehow Kevin Owens wins and retains the title, and that's what I'm going for. So, and so I'm looking for Kevin Owens to retain somehow over Roman Reigns, and Roman Reigns losing. So that'll be all for my WWE Roadblock End of the Line predictions for Pro Wrestling Unleashed. This is Bill Mack here. Continue to like my channel, rate, subscribe, favorite all that you can. Leave comments. Give me that thumbs up to it. And until next time, this is Bill Mack, folks. And I hope you all have a great day.